Good morning. It's raining here, and there was a lightning strike over there, and it made me think that the victims / survivors of narcissistic abuse, whether you be man or woman, when you get out of that relationship, you want to not get back in one. And what made me think that, I mean, besides the obvious, is, lightning strikes, and you try to do what you can avoid from being hit by lightning when it's in the area. And for those of you that are getting out of a relationship or still in one with a narcissist, and if you followed any of my videos, you'll see that there's been a progression to my healing, and I don't claim to be fully healed or even to know what I'm talking about. These are all from my point of view, but that you essentially have to do everything you can not to get struck by lightning again, aka the narcissist. And by ensuring that you decrease those odds as drastically as you can, you have to take a complete inventory of yourself. You have to take and strip away all the things that you just have to take you piece by piece, thought by thought, action by action, and figure out whether that was the narcissist programming or if that was you. And I'm not saying that all of you is going to be good, because you, myself, we allowed ourselves to be put in that position. And it wasn't that it was a bad thing that got us in that position, because most of us are really caring people. We're really loving and generous and kind and intelligent for the most part. And those aren't bad qualities. But more often than not, and I know I didn't have an equilibrium to that. And I've had to dismantle so many pieces of myself. Some I've chose to keep, and some I'm still working on. But I don't want to get struck by that lightning again. And you have to break it all down, evaluate it, and do whatever it takes to not be that lightning rod. But you have to completely be honest with yourself. You have to face things that you don't want to face. You have to look at yourself in a way that isn't a victim. You have to look at yourself in a way that is going to be very hurtful and hard. But you also have to be just as forgiving and just as kind, because you're not condemning yourself, you're freeing yourself. And the fact that you're watching these kind of videos and you're even trying to begin to understand what this is all about shows that you're already on that process. And it is a long, arduous process, but it is completely worth it. 110,000% worth it. But I've got to the point through a lot of studying and just self-evaluation of myself and trying to understand better this, because we'll lie to ourselves. Man, I've lied to myself so much. I mean, it's unbelievable the stories I've told myself and continue to do. And the thing is, more often than not, we know that we're lying to ourselves. But that's where I've gotten into, talking to my subconscious before I go to sleep. And I have some really revealing dreams when I do. And they are symbolic, they're dreams. So you have to kind of break them down and interpret them, but you have to be honest with yourself. You have to really look at them, not as a victim or survivor. You have to look at them objectively. And it will clue you in on the next direction that you need to go. And that's just something that's been working for me. I've always been a big believer in dreams and their meanings and such. So if it's not your thing, find your own keys to your map, because this is a journey that you're on. And ultimately, your destination is being the loving, kind person you want to be in a happier life. but is better protected and more aware. And that includes, you know, even being a father. I mean, for me, I mean, I did not protect my children the way that I should have. I got involved with this woman, and I put them through things that I shouldn't have with her. And I do still feel guilty about that, but at the same time, I mean, it's a really complex feeling, I guess. But I'm hoping that they will be able to, really coming down here, I'm hoping that they will be able to see that this is not the kind of relationships that are healthy, and to avoid them. Even though my oldest daughter is borderline in one, and I'm just trying to let her find her way out of it. I'm trying to guide her when I can. But anyway, that was my little shtick this morning. I just wanted to get off on, and just don't be a lightning rod. Thanks, everybody.